Hey there, welcome. This is a rustic round. I hope you love it. I love the surface so much. It's one of my absolute favorites, okay? It's 16 inches, really nice solid wood. It's probably, I don't know, 1/4 inch thick, which is great. Really, really solid, but also not super heavy. Like some rounds that I found are too heavy to be hanging on my door. And then every time that Chris comes in and out of the house, it slams up against the door and no bueno, you know? All right, so I'm gonna paint this entire thing white, the whole thing, okay? Just with chalk paste. Chalk paint. And I'm gonna try and be gentle around the edges. But this is just Folk Art basic chalk paint, nothing special, okay? And I'm trying not to do a crazy thick layer, but I do want it to be good coverage. So I'm trying to thin it out a little bit, but also not have to go back for more 100 different times. Okay. All right, here we go. Let me go back to my page, and hopefully y'all got a live notification tonight. Y'all, I've been struggling all day with my thing that does my messaging. It's been messing up. So if you didn't have a button on there where you could click to go to my page, I'm sorry about that. I'm hoping it will be fixed tomorrow. Something is happening. I don't know if it's with Facebook or with the system that I use. I'm not really 100%, but trying to make do, you know? Let me see if I can gently go around these edges. I'm also trying to like paint it with the same, in the same way, make my strokes the same direction, I guess. In case if I leave brush marks, if I think that makes sense. Because I probably will, I'm not gonna do more than one layer of paint on here. But I'm going to try and even it out a little bit so that I don't leave too many brush strokes on this thing. And of course I am using a chalk paintbrush because I absolutely love these brushes and I can't be helped. Hi Pat, welcome. Hi Mom, hey Rach, hi Karen. Hi Lori, hi Vera, how are y'all? Thanks for joining me. Alright. So anyway, you can comment the word blessed to get all the stuff to make this, and hopefully my button will work whenever it messages you, and if it doesn't, just let me know and I will send you the link myself. Okay? I'm hoping it will work whenever you comment blessed. And I did connect it, so I won't make you re-comment tonight. Alright, so I think that's pretty good. It looks like decent coverage. Not too splotchy. So I'm going to dry this really well. Then we're going to wax. And we are going to use the Farmhouse Tile pattern tonight. Because I absolutely love this pattern now. This one, I love it. And it's back in stock, so I have to use it. Ew, gosh, Lori, no, ma'am. It's been raining here, though. My hair is all frizzy and gross. Dozer once again went outside today in the rain while I was on a call and got soaking wet. Yeah, I thought so. Okay, I'll send... Yeah, if you want to just comment the keyword, I'll send you the link afterwards, okay? Sorry about that. Anyways, so he goes outside and gets soaking wet, and I'm talking like so wet that he comes inside and of course shakes off in the living room. I've completely given up on keeping my floors mopped because it's impossible with this dog around. And even like I try to lock him up. If I hear it raining, I will lock him up until it's done raining. And somehow he still ends up soaking wet. So, you know, I've given up on trying to keep him dry. Hi, Libby. How are you? Hi, Lisa. Welcome, ladies. All right. We're getting there with the drying. So I hope you're going to love this project. I really think that this one's going to be a fun one. Yeah, well, that's definitely true because every surface in my house is dirty, and now he's gotten to where he likes to lick the table in the living room. So there's like muddy lick marks all over the table in the living room. I mean, it's ridiculous, y'all. Anytime I leave my room open on accident, he's gone through the trash. There's all kinds of unmentionables in my backyard on the ground, and every now and then I go out there and I see stuff. And I just, you know, I'm like, okay, well, you know, the lawn guy's going to come one of these days, and there's going to be some disgusting something on the ground out there, and he's going to be like, wow. Thank you so much, Karen. You're the best. Hi, Stephanie. Karen saves my bacon, y'all. Anyways, so... yeah, you can comment blessed. I'll send you the link after the fact. My messenger thing is not working right now. Hi, Elizabeth. How are ya? But this is a 16-inch round, okay? This one's a huge one. And you can get it in my shop. It's solid wood. It's got like a 1/4 inch. Not too thick, though, and not super heavy, which I love about this surface. Because it's, you know, some of those rounds are just ridiculously heavy. Hi, Cindy. How are you? You won't get the link right away, but I'll send it to you after my live's over, okay? All right, so I want to make sure that this is good. Yeah, it's everyone. It's all of us. There's multiples. One of my friends just messaged me a minute ago and said that she had that problem whenever... her live notification went out and the link didn't work in it. And then I was in a training class before this, and the new thing that we were trying to set up wasn't working either, so hopefully they'll fix it tonight. Hi, Janelle. Hi, Robin. How are you? Okay, I think I'm about dry now. Okay, I do want to wax, okay, because I'm about to put that transfer on here. Hi, Alma. How are you, love? And I want to be sure that I don't pull up my paint, okay? Although, it probably would not look horrible if I did pull it up a little bit, you know? But I would like to not do that, all right? Hi, Deborah. How are you? So I'm just using wax all over the whole surface, and I'm buffing it in really well, okay? Try not to use too much either because I want my paste to stick really well. And if you use too much, your paste will not stick because that's the whole point. It like creates a barrier where things won't stick. So there's a medium, you know, like a happy medium. That's what I was looking for. Okay, so I'm not going to fuzz this because I've used this transfer like about 1.5 million times now. And I want it to be as sticky as possible, okay? So I'm going to just set it down right in the middle of my round and go from the inside out, just smoothing out any bubbles, okay? Now I can see the places with a lot of silk screen are not sticking as well, so I'm going to need to be extra gentle in those places. And I can feel a big old bubble here with my hand. So this is definitely the best way to check that you don't have bubbles is use your hand because you'll be able to feel them, okay? And just make sure that you're really, really well stuck down. And honestly, if you're not, you can take a sanding block to the thing and just kind of sand it just a little. Isn't it so great? I love this one. I need to get myself a second one, I think. Just because I feel like I'm going to destroy this one just from overuse. Ooh, that would look great on a diagonal. You're right. Okay, so I had like a piece of, I don't know, something, a string or something in the silk screen, so I just pulled it up to grab that. But make sure that if you have any like really big pieces of lint, strings, anything like that, that you get it out from underneath there, because it could cause you a problem. Hi Carolyn, how are you, love? Okay, so hi Jenny, welcome. All right, now I think I'm ready. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna use this sucker, and I found a way that I really like to use this without the handle on it. This is the handled squeegee, just the squeegee part though. And I'm just gonna get right in there. And what I wanna do, because this transfer has so much silkscreen and I'm afraid that it's not sticky enough, I'm gonna go from the inside out, okay? And I wanna use a really big squeegee on this one, because that way I can cover a lot more ground a lot faster than a small squeegee or a mini, God forbid. Now, a huge squeegee is not required, okay? You do not have to have one for this project, but it's definitely handy to keep one in your toolbox for projects such as this, okay? Because you just never know when the urge might take you to do a big project, and you want to be prepared for that, okay? Now I'm just turning, and I'm continuing to go from the inside out, basically so I like make sure that I don't pull it up, pretty much, okay? Because I do have places that are definitely not as sticky, because there is a lot of silkscreen on this one, and I've used it, I don't know how many times, a bunch, okay? More times than y'all have seen me use it. I've used it and used it and used it again. And so that doesn't mean that the transfer is not good anymore. I mean, I've used transfers that like weren't sticky at all, and it's actually fine, because you know what? All I'm gonna do is, this is a rustic round, okay? I can take a sanding block and knock it down a little bit, okay? And it'll look great. So that's absolute perfection, actually. All right. And I'm gonna just go ahead and try to clean that up as much as possible. And I used Storm, by the way. That was Storm that I just used on there. I'm having trouble with lids lately, my goodness. Okay, so now, here's what we're gonna do. Let me move this, because that's getting all dirty over there. Okay, so now that I have my round completed on the background, now I have a simple shape. Okay, this is, hi Irma. That was Storm, Mom. I know, I love it too. It's one of my favorites. Okay, so this is also the Homestead transfer. There are 4 pieces to this. There's this one. There's one that says Farmhouse-ish. There's another one that says, obviously, the Blessed. I can't remember. I think one of them says maybe Life is Beautiful or something like that. There's 4 of them, though. 4 different designs that are distinct. So you could do 4 different projects and have them be completely different for completely different purposes, and all of them turn out a little farmhouse-ish. Okay, so I'm just gonna stick that right there, and I did fuzz. Okay, so put that right down, and I was thinking I would use black for my words, okay? And I pulled out, I prefer Shimmer Shadow, just because I do. It's a little thicker. All of our shimmer pastes are a little bit thicker than the regular pastes are, and I really like it, especially on a wood surface. It comes out really crisp and clean. Plus, it just is a tiny bit of sparkle, not too much. It's not aggressively glittery, you know, just a little. So I appreciate that a lot. So I'm just using a mini squeegee and going around the whole thing. There's a little frame on these too, which I like. And they fit perfectly on the rectangle simple shapes. So in the bundle for this project, you will get a set of 2 rectangle simple shapes. This transfer, the Homestead transfer, with 4 designs on it. Okay, the rustic round and the farmhouse tile. So you could potentially make one full one. You could add another rustic round if you wanted to. But this would be an awesome gift, y'all. A really great gift for pretty much anybody. I don't think I know a single person that wouldn't like this as a gift. And it's not like really style specific either, you know. I think it's kind of timeless, so. That farmhouse tile especially, I think matches pretty much any decor. Okay, so here's that, okay. And I want to make sure that this is good and dry before we move on, okay? Not only the background, but also my simple shape. So I'm going to try and do both. So anyway, you can comment the word blessed. Yeah, so I did it in Shimmer Shadow. This is, I didn't use Black Velvet. This is Shimmer. I don't know if you can tell in the camera, but I definitely used it. I pretty much use Shimmer Shadow on all my projects that I use black on. Because I like that, like, secret glitter, you know? I want to make sure that it's good and dry though before I go on, because we're going to start messing with this a lot and I don't want to smudge it or anything like that, especially the shimmer, because shimmer does take a little bit longer to dry. I know, I agree, Karen, completely. And I like that it's faintly glittery, you know, it's not like like me in the early 2000s, all my eye makeup glittery. But it's just very subtle. Oh, no problem, Carolyn. Alright. It's funny, too, because my style has changed so much dramatically, actually, that whenever I first started doing chalk last year, I had some craft supplies, okay? And, like, I had ribbon and all kinds of stuff. But every piece of ribbon that I had was glittery. Every single one. I didn't have a regular plain plain piece of ribbon at all. And so I had to, like, branch out from that and get grown-up ribbon. Because I've always been drawn to it, I guess. I don't know. Trying to test it and see if it's dry. So I painted it just white. Adirondack is the color. I used this Folk Art Home Decor chalk paint for the round, and then I used Storm chalk paste with the farmhouse tile on the entire round. I still have a little bit that I feel is not quite there yet, so I just want to make sure. Yeah, you're welcome. No problem. All right, I think we're pretty good now. So I have my glue gun hot and ready, okay? And I'm just going to, so what I'm thinking is just this, okay? I want to attach this right here. I think I might come down even a little bit. And then I want to do a big bow, okay? I have some burlap ribbon that I want to use. So I want to bring it as far down as I can, just like that, to make room for a big old bow. So there's that so far, okay? I think that looks pretty darn good. And then I have my ribbon right here, so let me see if I can cut some. Hi Sharon, how are you? Okay, so hopefully I have enough on this roll. It seems pretty light, actually. But we're just going to take the whole thing. All right. Hi, Deborah. How are you? Okay, so here's what I want to do, okay? I really want a big bow. So I want to make sure that I have enough ribbon for this. Yeah, I think so. All right, so I'm cutting this into 3 pieces, okay? And I actually need probably, well, maybe I could use, I think I can use maybe this for the center of my bow. Oh, it's warm in here. I don't know why I'm so warm. Okay, so here's what we're going to do first. We're going to take the first piece of our ribbon and we're going to fold it in half like that to where it overlaps, okay? And then just squeeze it together and use a little 4-inch zip tie. Oh, thank you, Deborah. Oh, you're good, Sharon. Thank you for joining us. And then I have my little nipper thingies that I stole from Chris. I don't think he's even used them. Okay, so that's our first layer of our bow. And now this is a slightly longer piece, okay? Because I want to be able to see it from behind. All right, so I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to layer it, fold it together and layer just like that. And I'm sorry if you've seen this tutorial before, but I only know how to make 2 kind of bows. So, you know, it's fine. It'll look great. But these are super easy. And if you think that you can't do a bow, you can do this bow. Okay? So there's that. And then we're going to take, and we're just going to stack them on top of each other like that. Okay? Just like that. So then, take our bow and we attach it to itself. Attach the 2 together, I mean. And we cross our fingers and pray that this little 4-inch zip tie is long enough, which I think it will be once we tighten it. We can just, yeah, get it started. It'll go. Okay, there we go. Now, go like that, okay? And now we've got our 2 layers that are attached together, okay? And you can floof them up or whatever, but we're not quite ready there for that, okay? So then this is going to be our tail. So now we want to take it and we want to do our little cut on the ends. Uh-oh. Oops. Okay. Just like that. Hi, Jan. Welcome. Thanks for joining me. All right. So now we've trimmed our ends and I'm just going to fold this right in half, okay? Perfectly in half. And then I want to scrunch it right here. And I'm going to attach it facing out, okay? So that it's flat out, all right? And on this one, because it's burlap ribbon, it has like that liner. So you just want to make sure that you have the right side out, okay, for all of these steps. And for the middle part, you also want to make sure that you have the right side out and that you don't have the cut pieces showing, okay? Because then you're going to have to figure out a way to cover that up, and that's a pain. So now one last zip tie here, and just trim that little end, okay? So now you're all connected together, and your bow is really, really secure, which is fabulous. Because you can mess with it, pull it around, and it's not going to hurt it. It's not going to pull apart or anything. Now, I didn't have enough of this ribbon to make a center thing, so we're going to make do and use this other piece of, like, whatever this ribbon's called. So I'm going to take just a little bit of glue right here. This will help me. And I'm going to fold this. Now, if I had thought about it, I could have grabbed a gray piece of ribbon to make the center piece, but I didn't think about it, so this is what we're doing. Now, normally I would just fold this, but this is not a wire ribbon, so it doesn't really fold very easily. Okay, so that's why I'm kind of making do with a little tiny bit of glue. Okay, so just like that, and then we're going to come around, and that's going to look perfect, okay? And I'm just going to take my glue gun, I'm going to add a little bit of glue there, and I'm going to fold that over, and then I'm going to do it one more time. I need another stick, though. Okay. And then one last time, we're just going to glue that right there, and huzzah. Okay, and then just hold it till it's glued, till it's like sealed or whatever. And I am seeing, okay, yeah, that's good. Okay, so now I can puff up my bow. And you could do this in different colors if you like. You can do whatever you want, okay, to match your design that you're using. So I just want to put that right there. Now I know this is kind of plain, but you know, I'm a plain kind of girl. I really like just black and white, very simple. Grays are always nice. But if you love color, you know, I've seen some of these done in red and white and blue and white even, and y'all, gorgeous. Absolutely stunning. I do not have the guts to do that, however. So here we are, all right? And that's the truth of it. So now, one last thing. This is a door hanger, okay? So I do want to hang it, and I probably need a little bit better gluing here, but I have some of my handy dandy thicker jute, okay? I like this thicker jute to hang these, because this thing is kind of heavy, but it's not ridiculously heavy, okay? But I do want it to be nice and secured on here. I think I could almost, I don't want to do a second one. I could have almost cut this in half one more time, but I'm going to just leave it just the length that it is. I'm going to double knot it, but I'm also going to do what I always do with these, and I'm going to glue it on the back, okay? Because I feel like it holds it better. I am going to trim that a little bit. Just a little. I don't need to trim it all the way down because I don't want my knot to come untied. But I do want to trim, I did want to trim it some. So I'm just going to glue it right here okay, at the back where that knot meets. And just like that, okay? And I'm going to use a ton of glue. Now, I probably don't have to do this, okay? This knot would probably hold just fine. I might use a little Loctite or something, or super glue even, on the knot. If I had, like, full sun coming on my porch, it would really, yeah, they do. Yes, this one comes with a hole in it already for you, which is great because that makes it super easy to make around. Or you can cover it if you don't like it. Yeah, but you can comment the word blessed to get all the stuff to make this yourself. So you'll get the farmhouse tile, which is it goes in and out of stock so frequently, y'all, because it's so popular. So while it's here and available, you should grab it if you haven't already. And if you have already, you might consider getting yourself a second one, because I know I need a second one already, okay? And I don't want to lift that up yet because it's not quite ready, but I think this is pretty good. And then I can even puff up my ribbon, my thing just a little, so it's a little more puffy. And obviously you can make a better bow, but I'm incapable of doing it in public, so I'm not going to do it on my live. But that's that, okay? So I think this is pretty good farmhouse door round for you. Simple gift idea, or personal decor idea for any decor, really, okay? So you can comment the word blessed to get all the stuff to make this. Again, this transfer that says blessed, it comes with 4 different designs, so you can pick which one you want to use to do this. You could do a partial round with the like only partial of the farmhouse tile. Any color, y'all just imagine cadet blue or candy apple red. Incredible. So, anywho, that's all I have for y'all tonight. I hope that you have a wonderful evening. If you commented blessed already, I will send you a message here in just a minute with the link. I appreciate all of you for joining me. Thank you so much. Y'all have no idea how much it means to me. And we'll talk soon, okay? See ya!